Good evening. This is Dr. Kehinde Makinde from Totmak Pharma Center. Especially, I'm here with my team, Totmak Media team. We happen to be at the venue of the REMA, I would call it Poultry Expo. And having gotten here, I met quite a number of people. And with me here this afternoon is one of my good friends and someone from very prominent in the industry. I'm talking about Dr. Opeyemi Agbato, currently
the PRO Poultry Association of Nigeria, Ogun State, and the Executive Director, Animal Care. Do you want to know?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just like I said, he's someone that is very actively involved in the poultry industry in Nigeria. And when you hear the name of the company that he's currently leading, that's Animal Care, you will know that it's one of the companies that have done so well in the industry in Nigeria. But that's not where we're here. Currently, we are recently concerned with the state of the industry in Nigeria, especially when it comes to scarcity of raw materials. I'm talking about grains in particular. And I'm going to be asking him some questions to throw his view about it. The first question I wanted to address is that how far are we going with the issue of raw material scarcity in Nigeria?
Okay. Good afternoon once again. Thank you for having me at the Remo Chicken and Egg Fiesta. This is the second edition. And we plan to keep on having this every year. It keeps getting bigger. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. I want to first of all encourage everybody to be members of Poultry Association of Nigeria in their various zones. And to your question, the issue of raw material scarcity, I think that's the elephant in the room right now in the whole industry. There's a scarcity, and it's rooted in, first of all, the source, low planting. The parts of Nigeria that are endowed for planting and the big fields, the flatlands, the plains, where you have good weather that supports planting of our grains that support poultry. They are underutilized because of security issues. I can't go too much into that, but it's obvious insecurity is not letting enough people invest. And with the few lands that can support farming, for example, soya seed, we are seeing it was well planted from what I heard in the last season, and harvest we should have been having abundance, but the exportation activity, a lot of traders enter the system. A lot of even investors and businesses turn to traders because they saw that it's easy to turn around our seed and sell it and make a premium, and they were using it to hedge against the value in naira, and they're just exporting to make a dollar currency. That was the easiest.
So you mean one of the major problems we are facing is the fact that people are exporting these grains that will definitely lead in the country?
Majorly, yes. The exportation, many players, sadly, many players who are supposed to be investors in the poultry value chain, major players who have interests across the country, across the borders of the country, rapidly exporting this seed. So we are losing the value chain benefits of soybean seed, because if you don't process it, you export it like that, you lose the oil, you lose the SPM, you lose the cake, you lose the crude oil, you lose the refined oil. Talk about the whole employment and other things in the value chain that is affected, and also food security. Price of feed is skyrocketing. You don't have enough soybean meal to produce feed. Oil price is skyrocketing. These are things that we believe this new administration needs to settle in fast to understand and know the dynamics. We're all looking for effects, but Dr. Adishino said this, former Minister of Agriculture, said that the fastest way to poverty is when you export your commodities. When you sell your commodities, it's the fastest way to poverty. Why did he say that? Commodities you can add value to, and create jobs, and also, improve the value and sell at a premium. If we export it, we are on the fast track highway to poverty, and I hope we don't impoverish our nation in this process. So I'm glad to have this discussion. This topic is quite on point.
Yeah, especially in a situation whereby we don't have enough. Why are we exporting? And why, just like you said, they feel that maybe we are getting more foreign currency, but at the same time, we are killing the industry. As we speak, there are quite a number of poultry farmers in Nigeria that can no longer continue in the business. In fact, the few ones that are in the business, we should give them kudos. I think we are using this medium to talk to the government. They should be able to rise to the occasion.
Yeah.
Possibly they don't even know what people are facing at the grassroots.
Right.
And I think to me it's a big challenge to me. I work in a situation whereby I have access to quite a number of farmers. I know that quite a number of these farmers are no longer in business.
Yes.
And it's really affecting us. Now, at a time like this, what advice do you think you have for farmers?
Well, I think farmers should just be resilient. Farmers should develop themselves. They should innovate. They should be very, very cost efficient. At this time, you need to know how to count your costs. You need to know what goes into your input so that you are not losing more. It's bad enough. Price of inputs are expensive. It's not no feed millers problem. It's not the fault of the feed millers, but it's also the source. There's not enough. And unfortunately, some players, some actors in this space too are rapidly exporting. So farmers, just try to be as efficient as possible, reduce wastage on your farm, know how to count your costs, and let's support one another. Let's keep the wealth within the nation. Because a lot of people who are exporting this, many of them, the wealth is not in the country. The wealth is not in the borders of the country. But let's see how we can support ourselves and make sure that the wealth is kept within the borders of Nigeria. That will help. And we just hope governments can hear this and put some sanity into this. It's like a free-for-all right now. Exactly. Regulate it. Yeah. It's okay to export soybean meal because Nigeria has the oil. Value has been added. SBM is also available. And regulate it. We can export SBM. It's a value-added product. But exporting the seed just like that, I think it needs to be actually outrightly stopped or regulated significantly because it's causing the food egg prices to be expensive. Everything is just going up. Chicken prices are expensive, so it needs to be attacked from that angle. And the government should also have a roundtable discussion with all the stakeholders, a balanced discussion with key stakeholders to come up with a solution. We look forward to being invited to such talks in the near future.
Of course. This is not a time, just like you said, it's not a time for us to fold our hands. It's a time for all the stakeholders to come together to take definite action. Before you go, just like I said initially, quite a number of farmers are pulling out. Do you think this is the best thing to do at a time like this?
Well, many are pulling out. They are pulling out for different reasons. But I want to urge those who have the resources or the staying power to be resilient and to hang in there because tough times don't last, tough people last. If your toughness can allow you to withstand this period, just don't give up. It's when you pull the plug that is over. So try to persevere and be active in your association. Let's put heads together. Let's all come together as one voice. And because we have a common challenge that we need to overcome. So I think every farmer should do what's best for them right now. Try to be efficient and let's stay in there. We need food. No farmers, no nation. Of course. If farmers are pulling out there, we have no nation. So it's a scary thought. But we are staying in. We are also farmers. Yeah. We understand the pain and we're going to be resilient as much as possible.
Thank you very much for spending your time. This is very important. And we also congratulate all farmers in Rema Zone for hosting this particular program because it's important for me. I see it's a time for us to keep quiet. We need to keep planning programs to bring farmers together, to keep encouraging them so that they feel that are still left. We don't throw it into it. Right. Very important. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.